Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rick's BLAZIN takes. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. I appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Yes, indeed. Let's get right into it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Rick's BLAZIN takes. I'm Rick Blaze. I'm giving you the ins and outs of what's happening here in SimWorld. And I'm eating my breakfast right now this Wednesday morning. And you know I want to talk about some stuff. Come on, Carl. As I'm eating my breakfast this morning, I thought about something, my top 5 cereals all time. Like, what is the GOAT top 5 cereals all time? So I'm going to give you my top 5 cereals all time. And then I'm going to parlay that into some SimWorld prep. Because, you know, we got to make it make sense, baby. Number 5, top 5 cereals. And you can give me yours in the threads. At number 5, I got to go with the Frosted Shredded the mini wheats. The mini shredded frosted wheats. I got to go those top 5. It kind of feels like I'm cheating. I feel like I'm doing something healthy, but then I'm getting something sweet at the same time. So I like that as number 5. Because I feel healthy eating it because it's a shredded mini wheat, but then it's frosted. Oh, so it's like I'm getting the best. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you have a $20 bill, right? And then you go get change. Instead, you have 21s. It's still $20, but it feels 21s feel different in your pocket than a $120 bill does. So at number 5, frosted shredded mini wheats. I'm gonna put this caveat to let you guys know. Spoiler alert. I don't really get down with marshmallows. So you already know it's not going to be any cereal with marshmallows. Lucky Charms, not going to make the list. I do not get down with marshmallows. I think that's one of the most overrated nonsense. It's like soft cardboard to me. I don't understand it. But anyway, all right, so that's number 5. At number 4, I got to go with Fruit Loops. I got to go with Fruit Loops at number 4. Some of you guys probably go with like the Fruity Pebbles. There are smaller versions. I don't like the little pep. Man, I want a spoonful of cereal, not a spoonful of milk. So I'm going to go with Fruit Loops over Fruity Pebbles. I guess you guys who are Fruity Pebble guys, you guys can interchange Fruit Loops with Fruity Pebbles. I'm going to go Fruit Loops. I'm an adult, damn it. If you want a real hack, a cheat code for Fruit Loops, I promise you this is going to take the Fruit Loops to another level. If you do this, it's going to go from number 4 on your list to number 2 on your list. If you like bananas, chop up some bananas, put it in the Fruit Loop cereal. Put it in there with your milk. So you got the Fruit Loops with fresh bananas and the milk. Bro, try it and come back to me and report to me. I'm telling you, life changer. Fruit Loops, number 4. Number 3. I'm going to go Honey Nut Cheerios. I know. It's a basic bitch, but it's one of those cereals that if you have it and if you're hungry and anybody who has it in their house, like, all right, I'll take a bowl. Like, no one's turning down Honey Nut Cheerios. You're not getting excited about it, right? You're not calling home to mom and telling them, guess what I ate today? Nothing like that, but you're not turning it down. It's like, all right, I'll take a bowl. Like, it's like the safest cereal to go with. Like, if you're 4 or if you're 40 or if you're 80, like Honey Nut Cheerios is for everybody. Number 4. All right. Oh, what was that? Number 3? All right. So number 3, Honey Nut Cheerios. Sorry. Number 2. This is like the foundational cereal. Like, you have to jump off the porch with this cereal. And even as an adult, you can still rock if you need to, but it's imperative. You have to get the real version, the sack and save version, the kind that's in the plastic, the kind that comes in that little plastic bag. This ain't it. You gotta get the real version to get the real flavor. At number 2, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. You gotta get the Tiger, baby. Tony the Tiger and Frosted Flakes comes in at number 2. it's the jump off cereal. You haven't learned how to properly eat cereal until you've had Frosted Flakes, the real Frosted Flakes. All that extra multi-mold meal and all that extra stuff on the side, that fake stuff. No, you have to have the tiger on it. If the tiger's not on the box, I'm not rocking with it. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, number 2. And at number one in the hood. And I think this just, I'm fighting someone for this position. Like, I don't want to hear anyone else speak of anything else as number 1 other than this. This cereal is goated. It's been goated as a kid. It's goated now as an adult. If you don't rock with this cereal, I don't rock with you, to be honest with you. Cinnamon freaking Toast Crunch is the number 1 cereal in the world to me. You cannot go wrong. It's sweet. It makes the milk taste sweet. What is there not to? It's crunchy. It doesn't get, even when it's soggy, it's not too bad. What is there not to like about Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Cinnamon Toast Crunch is number 1 to me. Now, speaking of top 5, we talked about cereals. Let's get into some SimWorld prep. With about 3-4 games left for most of these teams, it's a little early, but it's not too early. I'm thinking about my SimWorld prep starting all first team top 5. My first team all-stars top 5 SimWorld prep, the starting lineup. That's what we're going to get into. 3-4 games left. No one sneaking in now that's not already on my list, right? You're not finna uberly impress me now with 3 games left. I've seen all that I need to see. You've been who you were for most of the season. It is what it is. Coming in at my first guard position. Now, this was very difficult because initially I wanted to pick a traditional guard. I thought about Carson Cutbirth, and I thought about Vince Magic. 2 guys who are top 10 in assists this season. They have low assist-to-turnover ratios. And I wanted to go, the traditionalist in me, wanted to go to a traditional point guard, guys who can give my guys the ball. But this is not the traditional top 5. This is the top 5 SimWorld prep first team. So I didn't go traditional. I went with a score, goddamn it. Jarrell Beauchamp. I went with the champ. I had to go champ as Jarrell Beauchamp as my first guard. 20 points a game. Getting to the business. He is a scoring machine. You can't do nothing about it. At my other guard, this one was really a little bit easier, really. It goes without saying, Jafet Towns. I mean, what we talking about here? 27 points a game. Lead his team in every major statistical category you can think of. Just a flat-out baller. So I got Jafet Towns at one guard. I got Beauchamp at the other guard. Now, here's where it gets interesting. So talking about the forwards or the wing positions. Oh, there's a lot of good guys, and depending on where you place them personally, like Kai Killings, because you put him, technically he's listed as a guard, but technically you could put him out as a small forward at the 3 position, right? You got your Justin Bells, of course. You got your D'Angelo Jordans. You have your Lattimores. You got a lot of options, but when I thought about it and when I broke it down, it really wasn't close. There's a lot of perceived options, and there's a lot of good options. But when I think about my forwards or my wing players, it wasn't as close as I just made it seem like it was. As the first, one forward position, you already know who it is. We ain't got. So can we get that out of the way? Cooper Flag at my 4. We can't. Can we? We know how to discuss this, do we? I didn't think we did. All right, at my other 4. When I think about it, this guy's been balling, and he's on one of the best teams with one of the best records in SimWorld prep. He's leading the team in points and rebounds, and he's just getting the job done. Monty Parson. My man is in there. He's in the conversation for Player of the Year, so how could he not make first team, right? Monty Parson, Cooper Flag as my wings or 4s, right? And then to round it out, my top 5, this guy has been balling as well. It doesn't have... I'm going to say he doesn't have statistics. It doesn't have guarded statistical numbers, but he does to me. For a big, he does have statistical guarded numbers to me because he does everything. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 blocks. That's per game, ladies and gentlemen. That's for my big. I got to go with Josiah Cook at my 5 for my starting 5 SimWorld prep first team all-stars. Now, let me know what you think. Let's talk about it. Let's cuss and discuss. Put it in the comments. Do you agree with my 5? What is your 5? Talking about cereal, and we're talking about first team SimWorld Prep All-Stars. See y'all next week.